Today, I am going to be talking about dealing with rejection in the context of dealing with job rejections. This was one of the questions that I got in my DM, and I hope I will be able to share my perspectives and, of course, hear your perspectives. First and foremost, if you are in this situation, here is my heartfelt love to you. I want you to know that this is a temporary situation and this does not define you or your abilities. You are bigger than this and you would overcome, right? Eventually, you will look back in 5 years, you will look back in 10 years and you'll be like, why was I killing myself? Why was I stressing out? Right? Because you will be exactly where you wanted to. You will be exactly where you want to be. I remember sometime, I think about 3 years ago, my colleague shared with me, he had just gotten a role. And he was just sharing with us that, you guys, I got this on my 50th application. And I looked at him like, wow, you applied for 50 roles. This is resilience on steroids. But hearing a story helped me to develop some perspective, in the sense that when I find myself giving up, I'll be like, Lagbaja did 50 times. You've only done twice and you're already giving up. Hearing other people's rejection stories, I think, gives you comfort that you're not alone. And that's the first thing I want to highlight. You are actually not alone. Rejection is more common than you think. It's just that people are not carrying my megaphone to announce, I was rejected. Oh, everybody deals with it in silence and they move on. But rejection is more common than you think. And a lot of us go through rejection. Of course, the subject of the rejection and the outcome or the basis of the rejection might differ, but rejection is still rejection and we all deal with it differently. So first thing first, don't beat yourself too hard. It's just an event, one event in the entirety of your life. Look back at all the wins that you've had and remind yourself why rejection cannot be your story, why rejection is just an event. One event doesn't define the outcome of your life. So that's the first thing. The second thing is allow yourself feel the emotions. Don't be like, I beg. Well, if that's your way of dealing with it, that's okay. But I am an emotional person and I like to feel my emotions. Feel your emotions. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to scream. If you want to take time off. If you want to pause. But my admonition is don't dwell there, right? Don't stay too long in that place of feeling bad and feeling like, God, why me? Why is my own like this? All those things that we see. Don't stay in that place, right? Feel your feelings, pick yourself up. After you feel your feelings, what next? Reflect. Sit back, think through the situation. Thinking through the situation may reveal some blind spots, some things that you could have done better, some things that you could have improved. For example, maybe you sent your CV in a hurry and you didn't check it. Your CV was not optimized for the role you're applying for. Maybe you don't have the experience that they're looking for. At the last stage of the interview, something went wrong. I don't know. Maybe that day you received the bad news and you were ruffled. Maybe it could have been anything, right? And it could be nothing as well. It could just be that you're not the right fit for the role. That's not a crime, right? Especially when you're applying for more senior roles. Many organizations want to ensure that they are putting a round peg in a round hole. They don't have time to train anybody or what have you. Reflecting just helps you to chart a way forward. It helps you to determine, how do I want to move forward? Okay, this has happened. This milk has spilled. So after you've reflected, you've determined what went wrong, what you can do better. The next step is to take action and try again. Taking action might look like actually pausing to optimize your resume when next an opportunity comes up. Taking an action might look like going to take an additional training. Taking action might look like taking a stretch assignment to help you build capacity. Taking action can also look like reaching out to the recruiter to find out what went wrong. Like, what do you think I could have done better? How can I prepare for the role? In my organization, I know people will actually even write to the hiring manager and say, I applied for this role and I got rejected. How do you think I can prepare myself, for opportunities that come up in your team? I think that's an amazing way to develop a growth mindset. That's someone that has a growth mindset, knowing that other opportunities will come and seeking genuine feedback to better position themselves for when those opportunities finally come up. like I said, it could be nothing. It could just be that you need to keep trying. Sometimes, not every closed door is a curse. Not every closed door is your enemy. Some closed doors are actually blessings. Maybe you don't have capability, you don't have capacity to take on the assignments or the rigor that role will entail, or you've not developed emotional maturity to take on the role, right? So it could be a blessing in disguise. Who knows? I'd like to hear from you how you deal with rejection. What do you do? Have you been in a similar situation before? What did you do, and how did you come out of it? And if you have any ideas on things I can speak about, I will be waiting for you in the DM. Take care.